I'm the bad guy?
Yeah.
How'd that happen? I did everything they told me to.
There's no difference between me and everyone else. All it takes is one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy. That's how far the world is from where I am. Just one bad day. You had a bad day once, am I right? I know I am. I can tell you had a bad day and everything changed. Why else would you dress up like a flying rat? You had a bad day, and it drove you as crazy as everybody else. Only you won't admit it. You have to keep pretending that life makes sense, that there's some point to all this struggling. God, you make me want to puke. I mean, what is it with you? What made you what you are? Girlfriend killed by the mob? Maybe brother carved up by some mugger? Something like that, I bet. Something like that. Something like that happened to me, you know. I'm not exactly sure what it was. Sometimes I remember it one way, and sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. But my point is, I went crazy. When I saw what a black, awful joke the world was, I went crazy as a coot. I admit it. Why can't you? I mean, you're not unintelligent. You must see the reality of the situation. You know how many times we've come close to World War III over a flock of geese on a computer screen? You know what triggered the last World War? An argument over how many telegraph poles Germany owed its war debt creditors. Telegraph poles! It's all a joke. Everything anybody ever valued or struggled for. It's all a monstrous, demented gag. So why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing?
I haven't been happy one minute of my entire fucking life. You know what's funny? You know what really makes me laugh? I used to think that my life was a tragedy. But now I realize it's a fucking comedy.
Doesn't matter if you catch me and send me back to the asylum. Gordon's been driven mad.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Oh, why is everybody so upset about these guys? If it was me dying on the sidewalk, you'd walk right over me. I pass you every day and you don't notice me. But these guys, what, because Thomas Wayne, we cried about them on TV?
You have a problem with Thomas Wayne?
Yes, I do. Have you seen what it's like out there, Murray? Do you ever actually leave the studio? Everybody just yells and screams at each other. Nobody's civil anymore. Nobody thinks what it's like to be the other guy. You think men like Thomas Wayne ever think what it's like to be someone like me? To be somebody but themselves? They don't. They think that we'll just sit there and take it like good little boys, that we won't werewolf and go wild.
You finished? I mean, there's so much self-pity out there. You sound like you're making excuses for killing those young men. Not everybody, and I'll tell you this, not everyone is awful. Me? I'm awful? Oh yeah, how am I awful?
You just wanted to make fun of me.
You're just like the rest of them.
You don't know the first thing about me, pal. Look what happened because of what you did, what it led to. There were riots out there. 2 policemen are in critical condition. You're laughing. You're laughing. Someone was killed today because of what you did.
I know. How about another joke, Murray?
No, I think we've had enough of your jokes.
What do you get
I don't think so.
when you cross
I think
a
we're
mentally
done
ill
with you.
loner
That's
with a
it.
society that abandons him and treats him like trash?
Call the police,
I'll
Gene.
tell you what you
Call
get.
the police.
You get what you fucking deserve.
I'm not sure you understand how serious this is. I'm asking you if you are the Springwood Slasher.
You know what I am? I'm a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught it. You know, I just do things. The mob has plans. The cops have plans. Gordon's got plans. You know, they're schemers. Schemers trying to control their little worlds. I'm not a schemer. I try to show the schemers how pathetic their attempts to control things really are.
You haven't got power. There's nothing but pain for you now. Pain is my power.
Do you know the Klingon proverb that tells of revenge is a dish that is best served cold? It is very cold.
Age.
Don't know.
You don't know.
I'm an orphan. If I had to guess, I'd say maybe 30 or so.
Didn't your parents ever have a birthday party for you?
Mr. Underwood was the only parent I ever had. If you could even call him that.
Does Underwood have a first name?
Possibly. Mr. was all I was ever allowed to call him.
Where can we find this Mr. Underwood?
Hell, I'd imagine.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't know, officer. The last time I saw him, he was asleep in his chair in his den.
So you ran away then?
No. I walked away. Right after I lit the place on fire.
You said you set the place on fire?
Yes. That is what I said.
You're telling me you murdered this Mr. Underwood?
I really couldn't confess to such a crime, officer. I'm simply stating I don't know if he survived or not. I just lit it up.
I believe whatever can kill you simply makes you a stranger.
You should be rewarded for that. Then they give it to the plastic surgeon. You know, they lied to me. Is that what this is about? You're angry because you got lied to? Is that why my chicken dinner's drying out in the oven? Hey, they lie to everybody. They lie to the fish. But that doesn't give you any special right to do what you did today. The only thing that makes you special is that little girl. Now let's go. Let's go! Sure was hot today, wasn't it?
I met him 15 years ago. I was told there was nothing left. No reason, no conscience, no understanding, and even the most rudimentary sense of life or death. Good or evil, right or wrong. I met this 6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face, the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes. I spent 8 years trying to reach him, and then another 7 trying to keep him locked up because I realized that what was living behind that boy's eyes was purely and simply evil.
Those poor little children. Tell me, detective, what was so poor about them? What do they know about being poor? Those poor little children were walking around without the first clue what poor is, what pain is. Brats, piggies. They had every privilege the world had to offer handed to them. They had their whole lives ahead of them. They had a future.
Did that anger you?
Michael, it will destroy you too. One day, Michael, this ray drives you. You think if you kill them all, it will go away. It won't. You have to fight it in the place where it's strongest. Where it all began. Once you get rid of this race, I can go home. Go home! Go to your house. I shall be there waiting for you.
I'm sorry, officer. I guess I have just a little bit of anger in me. Why are you angry?
Today is his birthday. Where's Mr. Christmas? But I could never live in this place again. Could I? Not after what happened. My sweet, innocent Jason. My only child. Drowned. You never paid any attention. What you did to him. Look what you did to him.
You cut it out. You son of a bitch. You cut it out of the magazine. Wait a minute. How would he do that? I don't know. But he did it. Think about it. How? I don't know. Why'd you put it on? Why would he want me to put his hat on? Maybe he wants you to. Maybe he wants me to what? To get confused. Oh, I'm already confused, but plenty confused. So don't talk to me about confusion. Wait a minute now, back up just a second. What about that? What about what? Well, Pilgrim, Shooter's Bay, and the half a dozen other details you've chosen to ignore. You know what? You're nuts. I need to listen to this shit from you. All these things coincidences. I'm wearing his bruises, aren't I? Aren't I? Are you? Well? This doesn't make any sense. Would you like to hear something that does make sense? Call the police. Call Dave Lewis and tell him to get down here right this second and lock you up before you can do any more damage. I'm gonna get a knife and cut you out before you kill anyone else. I didn't kill anybody. You had a gun. Wasn't loaded. Really? No. Almost killed him. Wanted to. The gun was not loaded! Still won't. Shut up! Listen to me, because this is how it happens. This is how it happens. Shut up! There is no John Shooter. There never has been. You invented him. Listen to me, not to him, before it's too late. Leave me alone! You are alone.
think you have a real good idea.
You don't exist.
Me? I exist, Mr. Ray. I exist because you made me.
Check it out.
You brought me up.
I'm a dairy farmer from Mississippi.
Gave me my name. Told me everything you wanted me to do. I did them things so you wouldn't have to.
Right up there, Tom. We were standing right there.
Yeah, I know, Mort. I saw you. I didn't want to say it in front of him, but you were alone.
I know, Tom. Look, just pull over for a second. I want to show you something.
You didn't have the stomach to do it yourself, but you knew I did. Are we done yet? We got things all cleaned up around here? What's the real reason I come for?
Fix the story.
That's right.
Fix the ending. Gotta fix the ending.
And how exactly do you suppose we ought to do that?
Something for you. I don't want it anymore.
Hours of pain. 30 hours of it. All at once. All for you. Let's go!